Okay, hey, this is MTG Buddha. I'm back again doing another video. I think today we're going to do a draft. Oh, what? I accidentally hit center play. That's not what I want to do. Let's cancel that. Cancel. Let's see. Okay, let's try this again. Let's go in and look, see what all drafts. Okay, so the quick draft format is Baldur's Gate right now. I might go ahead and do Baldur's Gate. I've been playing a little more alchemy and stuff, and those cards can be used in alchemy and so forth. So I might do a little bit more a quick draft of Baldur's Gate just to kind of get a draft in for the day, and we'll just use them gold. So I've not been real impressed with Baldur's Gate on here. Let's see, specialized fives, but it costs 3 less to activate if there are two or more essential issues in your graveyard. Can't be blocked as long as it's attacking one. All right, so if I make it blue, it can't be blocked. Whenever it deals damage to a player, exile instant sorcery from the graveyard. When you do, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't tap until the next. Okay. If I were to do it with white, can't be blocked, deals damage. Put a counter on each creature you control. If it was black, um, create a 2/2 zombie token. If it is red, it does 2 damage to each opponent. And if I did it with green, draw a card, play additional land. Okay, so, I mean, it's a 2/1 for 2. Um, I don't know as I'm really psyched about that card. I do, I do kind of like the whole dragon theme in this like format. So I'm tempted to just take this dragon here or this dragon here, but I mean probably this dragon. Um, or I could just take the improvised weaponry, get a burn spell. Um, let's see. I could take this and then see what all dragons come around. This is a replaceable enough dragon. I mean, it's just a 2/2 flyer for 2, or for 3. But I think I'm going to take this. And we'll see what happens. I might not even wind up playing it. Let's see what's this one. Add X mana, where X is the number of other gates you control. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know as I necessarily want that. Let's see. Turn a creature from a graveyard to your hand. Whenever a creature dies, put a counter. No. Are there any good dragons? I don't see anything dragony other than this. It's not something I'm really super psyched about. Um, Search for basic lands and or gates. I actually like this card. I like the fact that it has options. I always like options. So I might just take this card. Yeah, we'll take that just for the heck of it. See, this one specializes for 5. Um, Not super psyched on that. Actually, there's a dragon. This is a druid. Let's see, up to 2 basic lands. Put one, put in your hand. Put one on the battlefield. One in your hand. Put both on the battlefield. Okay. Actually, you know what? I might take this. I think I'm gonna take this. I'd almost take the red young dragon, but we'll take this guy because he helps cast spells, and then you get a advantage if he's a dragon, if you play dragon. So, and we'll take this as well. We're gonna see if we can do dragons. I don't know. We might get, we might have dragons come to us. We might not. That's 6 mana. I'm not real fond of the colorless dragon. It's a lot of mana for just a 4/4. I'm tempted to take a second one of those. Just kind of damage a player, put a counter on it. If top card of your library is a non-land card, otherwise, well, okay. Mm, Okay, so my choices are going to be between this and this, I think. Those are the two things I'm going to choose between. This has an ability where it can destroy a creature with flying, and then it's a creature with reach. Whereas this, I can make a card that will destroy a creature with flying for the same mana that the adventure is on here. Because I'd have to pay a green, and then I'd have to pay a colorless green. So I'd have to spend 3 mana. Whereas I'd just spend 3 mana, two and one green here. I think we're going to take this. Let's see. There's a death touch creature, so that might wind up being what we take. Enters the battlefield. You may mill 4 cards. When it dies, return the land from the graveyard to your hand. Not real psyched on that one. Let's see, this one is a maybe. Creature gains death touch and you draw a card. I think I'm probably just take this death touch creature, or if I wanted to try to go into red as a second color, this could be a potential. So we're just going to take the death touch creature. This might not even get played. We're just going to move this over here. Yeah, we're going to take this. See if we can ramp up, maybe get a big dragon or something. Let's see, it's a Coldblood. So not a dragon. Let's see, so this gives a boon. Enters the counter, a reach, and a trample counter. We might just stay with the green for now. Take that. We'll take this and put it in the sideboard. So we'll just put this on the sideboard in case I wind up wanting to splash other colors. So far, I only have 7 cards in my main board. That might wind up making it. I don't know. Depends on what my deck looks like. Okay, so this is probably going to be the pick. Manage battlefield, seek 2 answers, source your cards, mana value 3, and exile them. Get your upkeep. Make copy a card. Exiled. Copy. I think I'll probably take this. I already have 2 of these. This is a dragon, but this lets me play dragons off top of my library. So if I wind up with a deck full of dragons, that will be really good. So potentially take this. Is the only dragon I see. And I probably could have, if I tried to, drafted something different and maybe had a better deck, but we're going to do this for fun. And I like dragons, so we're just going to try to draft a dragon deck. Sure, we'll take that. There's another dragon. Looks like we might be getting the dragons, so. Alright. Shaman. Elf Druid. I think we'll take that and put it in the sideboard. Might not ever play it, but I do like this dragon. This does let me scry when I cast dragons. Currently, I have 6 dragons. So I have this, this, this as options for dragons. I have no ways to make red mana right now. So this might not be the pick, or this. I think I take this. And I mean, I might wind up taking something like this so that I can splash a little easier. We'll put it in the sideboard. We don't know if it'll make the cut or not. Just kind of depends on how much red stuff we wind up with. This Coldblood could be taken. Okay, so actually, we'll take the Prophetic Prism. I like that. It helps fix mana. Let's see. Choose target spell. It's a creature spell. Virtually gets -2/-0. So this is controller counters it. We'll just take the dragon. We're going all in on the dragons. We'll see how many dragons we get. We'll take the improvised weaponry. It probably wind up in the deck, but I'm not sure if it will or not. So we'll just stay in the sideboard for now. I always at the end take everything out of the deck and just start fresh. So, because sometimes as you're going through, you wind up taking other things. Let's see what this one does. Return that to your battlefield. Tapped perpetually gets +1/+1. Activate only if you control a 1/1. Okay, yeah, so we'll just take the dragon. We're going all in on the dragons. So here's another dragon, or do I want this one? I already have one of this one. I think I might take the red dragon, just because it has the ability to give me a treasure token. But this one honestly would be easier for me to play, because I'm already playing green primary. I think we're just going to take this one. We'll go 2 copies of that. It doesn't. It's fine. This one is a possibility. This is a possibility. The green one's a possibility. The blue one's a possibility. I think I already have the green one. Yeah, I already have the green one. I could take the blue one, but I do kind of like this dragon. Just to bounce a creature. Questions. One of these is going to come back around. This is the one that's most likely to come back around. I'm probably not going to see any of these 3. These 3 are probably all going to be gone. Question is, do I want to try to ramp? I currently have 13 creatures, and out of that, 10 of them are dragons. You know, I think I'm going to take this to try to scry a little bit with all the dragons that I cast. What do we got here? Do we have any dragons? No. But this does do damage to non-dragons, so we might take that and put it down here because it might make the cut. We'll see. Is there a dragon? No, but I do like this card. What does this one do? Specialize. Whenever you attack, up to 1 target attacking creature can't be blocked this turn. At the beginning of the next end step, return that creature to its own hand. Oh, okay, I like that one. Let's see what the specialized does. So if I did it with blue, creature of your choice gets -1/-0. If I did it with red, I'd create a treasure token. And if I did it with green, I'd choose a creature. Let's see, return the creature to its own hand, and if you do it, the creature would get +1/+1. Okay, so, I'm going to take this, I think, because that could be interesting. Okay, let's see. Do we take this, or do we take this? I think I probably take this, because it'll let me draw cards. Drawing 3 cards for probably 4 mana, as many dragons as I have, over another one of these, which I already have 2 of. I think I take this. I might actually find another one of those, but yeah, so I think I take this card. I don't have one of these, and it's a dragon, so it fits my theme. Let's see here. I think I take this and we'll stick it in the sideboard. I might actually wind up playing that card, because more than likely it'll go find me 2 dragons. Let's see. We'll put that in the sideboard. It might make the cut, but probably not. Let's see. Not really expecting to play any of those. Okay, so we did get this back, but we also got this dragon. And since I don't have this dragon, I want to take this one. So I have at least 1 copy of it. Because I already have 1 copy of, where's that? This right here. So I now have 2 of these things. 1 for blue, 1 for green. So, what's this do? Comes blocked. Okay, yeah. Well, I already have 1 of those in the deck. Alright, so we're going to go in and we will take everything out and we'll just start fresh. So let's take all this out and we'll start with a nice, fresh, clean slate. Alright, so let's do it this way. Alright, so dragon, let's start out just searching the word dragon among my deck. And we'll start that way. we'll start with the theme. So let's just throw all the dragon related cards into the deck and see what it looks like. So currently this would be 34 with 13 creatures, 2 instants, 2 artifacts. Okay. So currently, let's see. So we'd have this as a non-creature. This is a non-creature spell. This is a non-creature spell. And this is a non-creature spell. So we have 13 creatures. So let's get rid of that. I think I want to play that. I think I play a copy of that. Um, I think I played the Death Touch creature. Play Prophetic Prism. The question is, do I play this or do I play this? I think I'm better off playing this. And then I think I want to play this. So currently we're looking at, let's see. Alright, so this was artifact, artifact, artifact. So we currently have 3 artifacts and 3 non-creature spells, right? Or 4 artifacts, if this will ever move over. There we go. 4 artifacts and 3 non-creature spells, and it looks like the rest of everything is creatures. So we have 13 dragons in the deck. 4 instants, 4 artifacts. I have another instant somewhere that I missed. Oh yeah, this. Okay. So I'm okay with this. I think it's it's not the greatest, but at the same time I think it's playable. It should be fun anyway, and that's all I'm looking for right now. I just want to have a little fun tonight. So I wanted to have a little fun and draft some dragons. This is very possibly going to be a 0-win deck. Wouldn't surprise me because I'm probably going to have really bad luck. But I think I used all my luck yesterday when I tried to do the play-in event, and I actually got 2 wins. I wasn't expecting to get any wins because I built a deck around Arcane Bombardment, and just kind of to have fun, and decided to risk it, and I actually won the first 2 matches. So I don't wind up not losing any of my gems, which was good. Yeah, we'll keep this. It's not great. I don't have red mana, but I have this, and I have the ability to do this, and hopefully I'll draw something else. So I think he just mulliganed. Did he? I think he mulliganed. So at this point, it really doesn't matter which land I play first. Yeah, he mulliganed. So because either way, I don't have anything that requires 2 green right off the bat early anyway. So we'll play this, and I think I'll go ahead and play this guy. And then, if nothing else, worst case scenario next turn, if I draw a land. Okay, so I drew a land. I did draw a creature I could play. And I think I'm just going to pass. I have this available at the end of his turn to do. Yeah, so since he's casting something, I'll just go ahead and do this. So I get 2 non-creature spells. I can put something on the bottom of my library. We will put this on the bottom since I have no way to play it currently. All right. So I'm going to play this. And what does this do? Scry 1, draw card. All right. So we're going to tap this for green. Do I have enough to actually play this? Let's see. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have enough to play it because it takes 7. So we're going to go ahead and play this. So we'll gain 2 life. And then we'll go ahead and play. Do I play this? I tell you what. First, I'm going to attack. And then I think I'm just going to pass it so that I can actually do the scribe one. Oh, it's a sorcerer speed. Ah. I just assumed that was going to be instant speed. Because that type of ability usually is. Okay. So I should have played out the Basilisk if I'd paid attention and realized that that was not at instant speed. I would have done that. Okay, so I drew a land. So I think now I can actually play this. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and just get this guy out there. I'm going to gain 2 life for each of these. So I gained 4 life. So I now have a 7/6 that none of his creatures are going to be able to block. And this is counter target activator triggered ability and on creature source. Alright, so let's go to combat. Let's attack with this. Alright, so I think here I go ahead and I do this first. Scry and drop. Do I want that? Yeah, I think I'll take it. It's fine. And then I think I go ahead and just play this. And I'll gain 4 more life. And I now have 10 power with the creatures he has no way to block currently. So even if he has a way to kill this, I still have a 3/4 that's flying. Okay, so he played that. That's fine, and then he conceded. Okay, so that worked out pretty good actually. So we got a win. So um, yeah, that's not too bad. So we're gonna get at least one win. So and this being a dragon deck, like say it could be really good, it could be bad. I am only in 3 colors, and I am just splashing the other color. I do have a few ways to make the other color mana, so uh, we should be all right. And I have several nice little interactive spells, and I like this card. Um, I don't have any mana other than green. My opponent's going first. He has kept his 7 card hand. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep because I can play this on turn 2, and that'll give me a couple turns to draw a land, preferably a blue land. Okay, well I drew a land, but it was green, so hopefully I can draw a blue land. There we go. We hit the blue land. So let's play this. And let's see. Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to play that on turn 4. If I make it red, discarding this, if I don't have any other, any way to make red mana at the turn, it would bounce and give me a treasure token. Okay, well, he just killed my Death Touch creature. Alright, so we'll play this, and pass turn. And if he wants to attack, he can attack. I'm not going to block. Next turn, I'll play this more than likely. Well, how many copies of that is he going to play? Alright, so he's taking my creatures and playing them. That always sucks. Let's see, if I play this, it's currently only going to have 1, so I'm not going to bother doing that. We're just going to play this out. And if he attacks, I'm not going to block because all he's going to do is sacrifice my creature to get this big and let it kill this. And so we're not going to do that. Yeah, so next turn, um, I'll block this. If he has some kind of spell, then that's fine. He can do it. I don't care. If he's got some way, he's probably going to sacrifice this to make this bigger to do more damage. Or he's going to make that bigger so it'll kill my guy. Of course. Because that's how this game is going to roll. Is I'm going to get screwed every turn. That's what's going to happen. Is that I will be eternally screwed in this game. I have a feeling. This is just going to come in as a 3/3. Yep, I feel like I'm going to be eternally screwed in this game. And of course, he's going to do something else because he's an idiot. Every single card he's had in his hand, like, has just been ridiculous so far. Stupid. Let's play this. We'll go ahead and play this. So I at least have something on the battlefield that can do something. And of course, he's probably going to untap and have a way to kill it. Because that's how his hand is gone. He's had like an awesome hand. It's like every turn, oh, I'm going to do something. Let me kill your thing. Sure, we'll block this. And of course, he's got a bounce spell. Because he's a total jerk face. And I'm going to lose this game. We're just going to go ahead and concede. There's no reason to even bother doing anything else here. Yeah. That was pretty ridiculous. It's like, just kill my creature, take it so you can play it yourself. Kill my creature, take it so you can play it yourself. Let's play a pump spell to kill another creature. And then we'll lock down another creature. Yeah, that was ridiculous. That just was stupid. Hopefully this game does not go like that. Or if it does, it goes in my favor. That's one of the rough things about best of one format is you can have that happen and you're just like, oh well, yeah, I lost that. If it's best 2 out of 3 at least, you have at least one more chance to try to win a game and then potentially go to a third game. And hopefully you don't get screwed all 3 games. But all right, we have all 3 colors of our mana, and we have spells that we can do, so we're going to keep. All right, so we'll play a land. Doesn't really matter which one at this point, just so long as I have blue on turn 2. All right, so we'll play blue, and we're going to scry 1 and draw 1, because I now remember that is a sorcery, not an instant. So we're going to go ahead and do that. You know what? I'm actually going to take that. Yeah. Because I like that card. I actually put a copy of this in the deck that I played the other night. So we'll go ahead and play this. And then we'll play this. There we go. So now I have a 2/2 flyer dragon. Next turn I can play this. And of course he's going to kill my creature. Because he's a jerk. This guy's going to be an idiot too. Going to kill everything I play. So that's just the way things are going today. Everything I play is going to get killed, it looks like. What was this thing? Really has more cards than turn opponents. Well, you suck. Alright. Do I have a way to kill that? Just an instant? It is an instant. We're going to attack. Because I'm not winning this by blocking. He's going to make a treasure token. Because giving this -1/-1 is going to do nothing. And then we'll let that resolve. And then I'm going to go ahead and play this guy out. So I now have a 3/4. He has a 3/5. Yeah, that doesn't do anything to do with him. So I have 23. He has 20. So he'll draw a card this turn. So he gets a treasure token. So he's needing that green mana. Of course, this is going to go let him go find that green mana. And he hit the 20. Of course, he hits the 20. Because anyone that I play against is going to get the absolute balls deck and be able to do everything that they want to do. Alright, so we're going to attack and see what he does here. He's going to block like that. That's fine. I am going to do this. And then I'm going to... What mana is that for? Alright, we'll do this. I tell you what, I'm going to set a stop on that part because this is instant, which I did look to make sure it was instant. We'll set the stop right there. And when he gets to that point, before he goes to end step, I'm going to bounce this back to his hand. Or we're actually going to do that now. So that's going to resolve and not get a copy. And he only has 3 mana, so he doesn't have enough to cast this again. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and do cancel. Let's see. I'm going to take a copy of Plummet into my hand. Because I now know he has a flying creature to play next turn. So, tell you what, we're going to play this. We're going to attack. Yeah, and then I think I'm just going to pass turn. Because I can do both of these. If he plays that creature out, I can plummet it. At worst case, I'm going to do this. So with that trigger on the stack, I'm going to do this. One from my hand on the bottom. We'll put that on the bottom. That's fine. All right. So we're going to play a land. We're going to move to combat. So he's going to block. I'm going to cast this. See if I can find a way to do some damage to it or something. No, but I do have that for next turn. Yeah, okay. I should have done that before damage because I could have got this and then I could have put 2 counters on it to kill that off. So he currently has 20 and I currently have 16. So he will be drawing a card. They're not milling me. Let's see, out of curiosity, what did he mail a while ago? They mailed this chick. Of course, I have no way to get things back from my graveyard currently. So he's going to attack for 3. Yeah, that's fine. Now, does he cast this? I'm okay not killing this, but I'd rather kill this. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and do this. While I have the mana available. Alright, so we're going to play land for turn. And then I think we're going to cast this. So I get to scry 2 and see if I can put a dragon on top. That is not a dragon, so we're going to actually put both of those on the bottom to try to find a dragon. It is a dragon. So now the question is, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 mana available, so I could cast this if I wanted to right now. I could do the 2 counters on this, or I could cast this. But it can't attack this turn. Let's see, I tell you what, we're just going to start out by attacking. And I think I'm going to play this first. We'll see what happens. All right, that's fine. And then I think I go ahead and play this. Yeah. So it's going to put him in a little bit of a predicament for next turn because if he plays this and he lets this survive and he doesn't do anything to this, I can attack with this and give this double power, which that would be what could block it, and it would kill it. And then of course I have this in hand which he doesn't know about. Okay, we'll say he destroy that. So he had to do something there to that creature because that was going to be problematic if he didn't. So I kind of forced him to have to do something that he might not have wanted to do otherwise. So he's going to have 17. I'm going to have 14. So I'm going to draw a land for the turn, and then I'm not sure what I'll get off of other than that. So, all right. Okay, so it was a land. We're going to, all right, we're going to attack with this. Okay, so he's going to block, and that's fine. I think I'm going to go ahead and activate this ability to draw a card and discard a card. We'll discard this, hoping that there was going to be a dragon on top, but there wasn't. So I'm going to go ahead and cast this, because this is another thing that he's going to have to deal with. Yeah, because he's just going to have to deal with that. Because I can make that unblockable if I cast a non-creature spell, which I have this in hand that I can do the adventure part, which will count as a non-creature spell, and make this unblockable. So he's going to have some way to get this off the board, or he's just dead. Yeah, that's fine. Give something -3/-3. That's the only thing he could kill with that. Doesn't matter what he plays creature wise. Like I say, as long as I have a non creature spell, which I already have in hand, unless he has some way to make me discard my hand, I will be able to put 2 counters on this, make it unblock. Or actually, I'll put the 2 counters here probably. That way, I'll diversify my threats. Because if he does have a kill spell for like something like bounce an attacking creature or something like that, I'll have a creature that still has power and toughness and stuff on it. With him only having green and blue, well, he does have a treasure token. Let's see what else in his graveyard. He's green, blue, black. I doubt he's going to have any way to gain life. Um, so I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and do this, put in 2 counters here, and force his hand, because at this point this is going to become unblockable once this resolves. Is it once you cast? Yeah, because as this resolves, it'll get a trigger onto this. Okay, so next. Attack, attack. So he's now going to have to block with this, or he dies. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have enough that I can cast this, gaining life and scrying. So I'll go back to 17. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever, dude. I don't care. We will put this on bottom. Um, sure, we'll keep that on top. So, yeah, and he is still going to need some way to. Yeah, he's still going to need some way to get rid of this flying creature, or he's going to play the flying creature. Okay, but still, that creature is not big enough. He's tapped this down. He's going to sacrifice that to get that back. Give that -3/-3. Okay, sure, that's fine, dude. You do you. Let's see. This can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or less. So this is the only creature he has that can block this. So I think we move to combat and we attack with this and this because this is going to have to block this and this. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're just dead if you do that. Unless you got something that I don't know about. Yeah. Okay. And then question is, do I cast this? I think I cast this off the top. And I get to scry two, so we'll scry those to the bottom and hope for another dragon. Okay, yeah. Alright, so that worked out pretty good. I like the blue giving you the scry. That's why I wanted to take that one early, a little earlier in the draft. I like the fact it gives you the scry because it allows you to kind of set up your deck, and especially once I got the blue green dragon that lets you look at the top card and cast dragons off your deck. I felt it was important to be able to get that blue one to try to just scry and set that up so I could play creatures off the top of my deck a little easier. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to build a dragon um, brawl deck. I would try to build a dragon alchemy deck, but I don't know how good that would work. Yeah, I don't know how well that would go. So creature for turn one, we'll have creature for turn two, which wasn't the best of hands, but I think it was definitely a keepable hand. So we'll have this. We'll choose not to attack. In fact, I don't. The double team is really annoying. It's a really annoying ability. Um, yeah, we'll block with this. If he has a pump spell, he's got a pump spell. Well, I mean, he can just pump that, but then he can't cast the creature. So we'll play this, and then I think I'm just going to pass turn, maybe, or do I cast this? This would only come in as a 1/1. I don't think that's worth playing right now as a 1/1. Yeah, I'm just going to end the turn. If he attacks, that's fine. I'll probably not block. I think I'm going to do this at the end of his turn and just draw the cards. I don't think I want to block. If he wants to spend his mana to pump it up, that's fine. I don't care. All right, he's going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do this. We're just going to go ahead and draw. Okay, so nice. So I got a couple more lands. I got a Prophetic Prism, which will help me get my other color of mana. So now the question is, do I go ahead and play this? If I play this, I have access to 3 mana, um, which is not enough. Or I could play this and have Specialize available next turn. And I could always discard a creature. I could always discard like this, and then this could come in as a 7/7 for 4 next turn. Yeah, I think we'll do this. And what was the green for her? The card returns to your hand. It perpetually gets +1/+1. So we're going to choose not to attack. We're going to end turn, and we have this available, so I can draw a card, or I can conjure up, um, a way to get rid of an enchantment, or a way to get rid of a flying creature. So actually, I didn't mean to cast that. Cancel. All right, let's see what he does. And he's going to do that, which stinks. Of course, he's going to kill my creature that I was really hoping to keep around. Um, as we'll block here, it's worth blocking. He can't pump it at this point, I don't think. We're going to use this mana, and we're just going to go ahead and draw a card because I don't think he's probably going to have a lot of fight. Okay, we hit the red. So we now have all of our colors. So I think at this point I play this, and then I cast this, even though it just comes in as a 3/3. I get to gain 2 life, and it gets another counter, so it comes in as 4/4, and it's hexproof till end of turn. And then next turn, I can always put 2 more counters on it if I chose to. Or I could cast this possibly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll have 7 mana to cast that next turn. Um, so I could just straight cast it if I want to. Let's do this first and draw a card, see what we get. It's another land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't have enough to cast it right now. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is pass turn, and I want to use his ability probably to put counters on something. If I have to sacrifice a permanent, it's fine. I'll sacrifice this. Yeah, I'll sacrifice the prophetic prism. That's fine. I have all 3 colors of mana now. I don't care. Does this have death touch or anything? Let's see. No, it does not. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the 2 counters on this. Kind of diversify our threats a little bit. Let's do this. And then I think I just go ahead and do this. And it's going to get another counter. So it's going to be an 8/7. And I'm going to pass turn. So now I have like a really big threat that he's going to have to try to find some kind of way to deal with. And this can't be blocked by creatures power 3 or less. So the only creature he has that can block it is this creature, which this will eat that. So we're going to play this. We're going to move to combat, and I'm going to attack with this. So he has to block it if he wants to not take 8 damage with just this creature. Okay, so he's just going to take it. All right, that's fine. I think I'm going to start by just doing this and go get 2 cards. Let's see what 2 cards I get. Okay, that's nice. I'll put this on bottom. That's fine. I'll put a land on bottom. I'm going to go ahead and play this guy. So he's going to come in with an extra counter, and he's going to get Hexproof till my next turn. And then, since I know this is a sorcery now, we're going to go ahead and do this and scry and draw a card. We'll put the land on bottom, and then we'll draw. Ah, nice. 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 I will definitely have to play that next turn. So I've got this 4 or 5. Let's see, and does it give itself? Each dragon you control doubles its power. Yeah. So if I attack with this next turn, it's going to be. And he killed my big guy. Yeah. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he has 7 creatures. Okay. Let's go ahead and play this. Get that out there. And so we can look at the top of our library. Okay, so it's a basilisk. I'm going to, I think I'll play this, and then I'll cast this guy. So I now have a 3/4 that flies, and I'm going to choose not to attack this turn. Because the goal is hopefully to build up a little bit of an army and attack and give all my dragons double the power. And this guy flies as well. So if he has no way to deal with flying, I get this guy out next turn, and I can attack, and he would be attacking for 8, and he'd be attacking for 7, which would be lethal. All right, so he's going to attack again, so he gets that. He gets to tap a creature I control. He's probably going to tap this, because it's the biggest thing I have. Oh, he tapped 4/4. Okay. Yes, so he has 1 card in hand that I don't know what it is. He only has 2 mana available. He could pump this and make it into a 3/4. So we're going to block this here. We're going to block this here. We're going to block. Block this here. Block this here. Yeah, and that's all the blocks I'm doing. And I'm hoping he doesn't have something to blow me out with. Okay. He's thinking. He's currently doing 13 damage to me because I'm taking 7, 10, 13. Yeah, I'm taking 13. I think all his creatures haven't. Yeah, okay, so he's got some creatures that died there. That's fine. And then he's got a unicorn. Okay, so I am going to play my Death Touch creature. What does this guy do? Let's get +1/+1 vigilance. Okay. Um, I am going to just attack with my flyer, and then I'm going to go ahead and just cast this. So it'll get hexproof and an extra counter. So next turn I can attack with this, which will double the power on both of these. So this alone would be lethal next turn flying. Okay, so he pumps and give him +1/+1 in vigilance. That's fine. I can deal with that. This doesn't have trample, so I'm okay with that. He's going to tap something. This has Death Touch, of course. He's probably going to tap the Death Touch creature down. Yep. So we're going to block this. We'll block this here. This is a 3/4. So we'll block this here. This. This here. This here. We'll send this in front of here to chump, and we'll put this. Yeah, we'll put this here. So we're going to block like that. So if he has some way to like give trample or do something crazy, then I didn't want to take any chances of him having a pump spell on one of his creatures and being able to like really let me have it. Okay, so he's going to do that, which is going to kill off the creature I blocked with, which sucks. But I'm still going to have, uh, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, so I move to combat, I attack, attack. Right, yeah, I attack with those. Take him to 2. And I think I just end turn. Because this, let's see, is this, how does this work? Whenever he attacks, tap. So he'll be able to tap this, and then I can chump block here, or put these in front, put this over here to trade with it, and then put that there to trade with it, or to chump block with. Because if he attacks with this, he could tap this down, but he still won't. I'll still have 2 blockers to block 2 of his creatures. So he's going to need some way to like pump. He could attach this to a creature. So even if he attached this here and gave it 4 power, he'd still be too short. He'd need some way to pump it for 2. Because I'd still have 2 blockers. Because this could trade with this, and this could chump this. And I don't expect him to have any way to give trample in the colors that he's in. He could have some type of burn spell potentially, but considering he's taking so long, I'm expecting him to not have anything. He's probably just going to use his timeouts to annoy me. Which it seems like more and more people are doing on here. Okay, what? No, he just went ahead and conceded. Fine. Good. All right. I felt like I had to block that way a while ago. I would have liked to have kept my guy that doubled the power. If I'd been able to keep him around, the game would have just been over right there. But I didn't feel like I could not block. Um, and I was pretty close to being right because if I had not blocked even the 3/3, I would have taken 5 and been at 1, and then he could have potentially had a burn spell to do 2 to me. So I felt like I had to block that way just to keep from dying. I felt like I would still be in an okay position if I blocked that way. So we've got 3 wins currently. which isn't too bad considering we just drafted a deck to try to have fun with because I like dragons and thought it would be fun to draft dragons. We didn't even play our first pick. I wasn't super excited about our first pick. I took it mostly because it was a rare and I thought it might be worth playing, but um, not like a super psyched about this hand, but I'll keep it. I've got all three colors of mana. I have two of these guys, so like I could turn two, play one of these, and turn three, I could play the other one to gain 2 life and play the Basilisk. So yeah, we'll keep it. Like I say, it's not a great hand by any means, but I think it's keepable because by turn four, let's see, I'll have this out on turn two, this out on turn three. So by turn four, I should have 4, 5, 6, 7. I should have like 7 lands or 7 mana available to me on turn four or turn five. I mean, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, so we'll play this, play one of these out. So next turn, we'll play another land. We'll tap this and one of the lands to play this guy, so I can gain 2 life. So what does this guy do? I forgot. Death touch. Okay. All right. So we are going to play this, and we're going to tap this for green. Tap this. Play this guy. So we'll gain 2 life, and then we'll play the basilisk. Let's see. So if it wasn't blocking, draw a card. Okay. So I drew a couple lands. So like that was a little bit of a land heavy hand because I had 4 lands to start, and I've drawn 3 lands since then. But um, so we're looking at what 37, 10 lands left in my deck out of the 30 cards. So I have a what 66% chance of drawing a non-land card next turn. All right. So he gets to gain 2 life. All right. So I did draw a non-land card. That's cool. Not really a non-land card that I was super hoping to draw, but still, it is a non-land card. So we'll play it. And then we'll play a land. Um, and then we'll choose not to attack. So, yeah, so it doesn't matter what I draw next turn, I'm going to be able to cast it. Even like my most expensive stuff, it's going to be able to be cast because I've got all the lands. And I've got 2 mana dorks plus a little mana ramp thing here. This is a 1/3. We're going to block. Oh, that's right. It can't be blocked. That's annoying. And I'm just going to take that. That's fine. No blocks. We're not doing anything. I can gain life. If I tap both of these to cast a dragon next turn, I'm going to gain 4 life. Okay, well, that wasn't a dragon, but okay. Okay, so now if I draw a dragon, I will be in good shape next turn because I will be able to, yeah, sure, we'll attack with this. I don't care. There's no reason to attack with these, and I'm not going to be blocking with this. I'm not going to block this and let him kill my Death Toucher with his Death Toucher to draw a card. I mean, it's just got 1 power. All right, so it's going to have 2 power now. We're going to say no blocks. We'll take the damage. Like say again, if I draw a dragon and play it. Okay, so I have a dragon. We're going to go ahead and just play the dragon. We are going to tap this, tap this, tap this for green. Sure. And we will cast this dragon using those mana. So we're going to gain 4 life. It's going to get an extra counter. It's going to get, yeah. So, yeah, we'll keep 2 dragons on top of the deck. That sounds like a good enough thing to do. All right, so it now has hexproof until my next turn, and it is a 5/5 flying with ward 2. So even after it loses hexproof, it has ward, which is good. So next turn, I'll be able to cast a dragon and scry 2 again. Okay, and that can't be blocked, of course. We're not going to block. We're just going to take it. Because I'm going to gain 4 life next turn anyway. Because I'll be casting a dragon. And I'll tap both of these. And I think I'll tap this for blue to cast it so that I can scry 2. Because I'd rather scry 2 than draw. And honestly, I probably should have put this creature on the bottom. So he's going to -3 this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I am going to, I tell you what, we're going to tap, tap, tap. All right, we're going to play this. We're going to gain 4 life. We're going to scry 2. It's not really going to do a whole lot. I think I bottom that. And I think I keep this. Although I'd rather draw a better dragon. You know, yeah, we're going to bottom it and hope that I get another dragon that's better. We're going to keep the land in hand. I'm not too worried about that right now. Question is, do I attack? I don't think I do. I think I hold it back. Because it can block his 5/5 or his 4/4. And it has ward too, so if he does target it with something, he has to pay 2 extra. So I'm hoping that scrying both of those to the bottom. I honestly should have the turn before scried this to the bottom. And then this would have been the top card. And then I would have been able to look one deeper. Alright, so sacrifices an enchantment or creatures he controls gain menace. So I do not have an enchantment. So he's going to choose the menace, which is fine. Alright, so now, question is, do I block? If so, how would I block? I could block the flying creature, which is going to make him, he's going to kill my 2/2. If I don't block, I'm taking 4, 8, 9, 10. I'm taking 10 and going to 11. But next turn, I could potentially gain 4. You know what? We're going to double block the flying dragon. It's fine. We'll cut it down to just taking 6. Okay. And it was a land because I'm not going to draw spells. So, yeah, we'll just have to pass turn. So this game is probably not going to go very well for me. Yeah. Because he's going to attack with this, and this, and this. And he's going to attack with all of them. All right, so we'll block here. This doesn't have mess. I tell you what, we'll chump one of these in front of it. Just to not take so much damage. And he's, of course, going to give his creatures +1. And he's going to kill my 5/5. Yep. So I'm going to be in a lot worse shape. Yeah. All right, we're just going to go ahead and see because I don't have any. I'm just drawing lands. Just drawing lands. Yeah. That's not a good way to lose. Of course, there's never a good way to lose, but just drawing lands is not a good way at all. All right, hopefully we can get one more win. I'd like to get at least a fourth win out of this deck. I like to try to get at least 4. Um, doesn't feel quite as bad if you have more wins than you do losses in a draft. So, all right. So we have 2 of our colors. We have a 2 mana spell. We have this. We have this scry and draw. I think this is keepable. Yeah. So we'll play this. Next turn we'll probably play the basilisk. Do I play the basilisk or do I scry and draw? You know, we're on the play. I think I scry and draw since we're on the play. Do I want a 4th land? I don't think I do right now. Or 5th land. I think I just take something. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Because next turn I can play this, and it'll give me my essentially 5th land. Actually, I tell you what, we are going to do. Well, we're going to play this instead. We're not going to bother. He gets to attack with this. It's 2/2 lifelink. That's fine. I'd rather get this out and next turn play this with this, giving it a +1/+1 counter and hexproof until my next turn. And then I could also play this and have a Death Touch creature out. So we're going to start by playing this. So I'm going to get to be able to look at the top of my library. So I have a land. So we're going to play this, and then we're going to play the Basilisk out. Okay. And then next turn, I'm in pretty good shape because I know I'm drawing a land, and then I'll have the ability to cast this, or I can cast this, or I can use the ability on this, or, I'll have a lot more options to do things. It's a dragon on top, so I have that option there. And we're not going to tap this for that. I think I'm going to tap, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 mana, so if I play this, I'll tell you what, we're going to play this, and I'm not going to tap this for it. I don't, well, yeah, we'll tap this for it. It's fine. So that it gets into counter at least. Yeah. All right. And then I think I'm just going to pass the turn, holding up these two things as possibilities. Because if he has some kind of like triggered or activated ability that I want to counter, I can do that. Or I can just draw 2 cards. So that is not what I was looking for. All right, so yeah, so I'm just going to draw 2 cards at the end of his turn, probably. Yeah, we're just going to draw 2 cards. So I know I'm getting a land. So I drew 3 cards. So, okay. And I have a dragon on top. So now the question is, what does he do? Returns a creature to its owner's hand. And what does this do? Um, let's play that. Let's see, do I do this? See, so I think can I cast this part? No, I can only cast the creature part. Okay. So I can't cast the adventure part. I have to cast the creature. Okay. So that wasn't actually what I was wanting to do. I was wanting to cast the adventure part to bounce a creature, but I wasn't able to do that. Although next turn, this can be unblockable if I cast a non-creature spell, and it has hexproof this turn, so you can't do anything to it till my turn. So, and I will have this available as something potentially to counter his specialized ability if he doesn't do it this turn. If he gets rid of a black, whenever I lose life, he gains that much. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and play this red. And then I think I'm going to cast this. Let's see, we're going to tap blue, blue, green, and we'll play this. Yeah, and then I'm going to tap this for red, this for red, tap this, and we'll tap this, and we'll cast this guy. And that's going to leave this available so I can counter his specialize if he does that next turn. So we're going to get a bunch of triggers. So we're going to scry and we're going to throw lands on the bottom because I don't need lands now. Okay, and I have a creature that will be coming up next turn. She's my specialized creature. I have cast a non-creature spell, so this is unblockable. So he's taking 7. Assuming he doesn't have some way to like bounce it or kill it or do something. So he took 7. Yeah. And then we'll go to his turn. If he specializes, I'm going to counter his specialize. So he'll basically just be discarding a card to discard it. Oh, I can counter that actually. Oh, wait a second. It's non-creature, so I can't counter that. Ah, it's stupid. It's fine. So he got rid of my mana dork. So we will play land for turn. I don't. Oh, I do have this now. See, so do I cast this with that? Is the thing. Let's see. I tell you what, we're gonna do red. Actually, let's undo. Let's go green, red. He's 5. Blue, blue, green, and we'll cast this. And so we can scry 2. Okay, so we have Dragon Breath on top. We have this dragon here. So we're going to take that. I'm going to tap this for blue. And we'll cast her off the top. Let's see. And then we'll go ahead and cast this. And I think I'm just going to pass turn because next turn I can get this and I can cast it and like sweep out his stuff when I attack all out. Because the only thing he has that won't take that damage is this. Because it's the only dragon I see on his set. And I have no enchantments for him to kill. And I could always specialize this. Let's see. Yeah, and I could give one of my creatures like the ability to bounce back to hand. So he's attacked for 4. I don't really know why he did that, but so I'm going to go ahead and do this because I think actually it's going to kill my basilisk. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and move to combat. And I think we're going to attack. I'm going to pull this back. Yeah, we're going to attack, and before he goes to blocks, let's see. Which one would I want to bounce? Which one has more? I think this has more effect to bounce. Would be better to bounce back to hand. So now all my dragons are going to get double their power. So we're going to let them choose how to block, and then I'm going to breath weapon, which is going to basically just sweep his board out. Because this is not unblockable now, but he's going to have to block some of these other things because they're so big. And of course, this is Death Touch, so it's going to die to breath weapon, but there's not a lot I can really do about that. Depending on how he blocks will depend on whether I do breath weapon or not. So he's putting that there. Is he going to block? I mean, he's got to block other stuff. I mean, he's got to block that 14. That 14 just has to be blocked. I mean, okay. So now the question is, what does he have anything before damage that he wants to do? Okay, target creature gets +2. Okay, so we are going to do this in response. So it will kill that creature in response to him doing that. My Death Touch creature is going to die. But, okay, he's going to give that indestructible. That's fine. So we got a bunch of spells out of his hand. And he's taking a buttload of damage and dying. So it didn't really help him any. Oh, he went to 3. Okay, that's right. He gained life back. Let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and cast this. I think. Do I have? Let's see. So I pay blue, blue, blue. That's 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll cast this. We'll scry that to the bottom. Take that. Play this. And then I think we bounce this, yeah. So next turn I can bounce a creature on his side of the battlefield. And I can discard a green land, which will make this blue-green. So I'll be able to bounce something back to hand, and it will perpetually get +1/+1. So yeah, so I think that's pretty good. I think he's just dead here. Yeah, he's attacking out. That's fine. My guy has hexproof. Do I block with anything? Um, if I block there, taking 4, 5, 6. Let's see, he could potentially have 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think he could do 12 to me. He only has the 2 spells in hand. I think I blocked there, and I think I blocked there and take the 4. If he has something to pump, most likely it's only going to pump by like 2. So he could probably kill this creature. Okay, he's giving something indestructible. Okay. So that's a possibility as well. So, and then he can cast one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And he's going to give +1/+1. So yeah, so that doesn't kill me. It doesn't, it kills that one creature, which I figured would die, and that's fine. You're still going to die on the backswing because I have this to bounce whatever creature you play and then attack you for lethal. Yeah. So, all right. So we got there. So we got the 4th victory. See if we can get a 5th victory now. Yeah, I really like the little blue green dragon that lets you cast dragons off the top of your deck. Yeah. So I was glad I got a copy of that. That's a fun little thing to do. And then having the blue dragon artifact that lets you scry 2 when you cast a dragon is really good. Because especially if I have that out. Okay, not the best hand, but I have all 3 colors of mana. This will draw me a card on turn 2. I can bounce a creature with this. I could counter an activator trigger ability with this. I think I'll go on and keep it. Like I say, it's not the best hand, but I can turn 2, draw a card. Yeah, we'll turn 2, draw a card. He didn't play anything on turn 2, so turn 2, drawing a card is good. We drew another land, so we will eventually be able to cast these things because we are going to have the lands to do it. So that makes a treasure token. So now the question is, do I want to bounce this? I don't think I do right now because it's an instant. So I think I can wait on that and see what he does here. If he attacks, let's see, this costs 2. I'll take the 1. I'm not worried about taking 1. Okay, so I will bounce that to his hand. Yeah, we'll bounce that back to his hand. And we'll draw a card. We'll play a land return. And what was that card? What does this do? When it attacks, it gains death touch until end of turn. Mill 2 cards once during each turn. You may play a land or a permanent spell from among cards graveyard this turn from the library. Okay, so he's going to have to recast that. I don't really have anything that I can do. I mean, I could do this, but it's not going to do anything. This was a 1/4, so it's not going to do anything to that. So he won't be able to attack with it this turn because I milled it. So if he tries to sacrifice something, I can counter the counter of non-creature ability. So I couldn't actually counter that. I guess I technically could counter this ability. Okay, so, and we drew another land. So I'm just going to draw all of the lands, evidently, and not be able to play anything. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what happens now. I'm going to be taking 2 next turn at least. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. So next turn I will be able to play one of these next turn. Hopefully I can use its ability. So we milled 2 lands, so he's going to get to be able to play a land from his graveyard. I'm going to take 2 damage. Does he have anything else? Um, okay. Wait, in his graveyard. So he milled a kill spell. Alright. He's got a bunch of 1/4s. I'm glad to see that he milled a kill spell. Well, 2 kill spells, essentially. Alright. What am I going to draw? Another land. Wow. We are just in the land business today. Alright, let's go and cast a dragon. It's just like that touch. Yeah, when it attacks, it gains that touch. So that's annoying. So he's got to pay the 2 extra. Yeah. So he killed my creature. That costs 5 for him to cast, and then when he does, it is a 2/5 with reach. So he can play that this turn. And I think I cast this next turn. Is more than likely what I do. Okay, and I drew another land. I am drawing all the lands. Wow. I've drawn, so I have 9 of my 17 lands. Okay. There are 8 lands left in my deck, 25 cards, so around 75% of my deck is not lands. That sucks right there. What the crap? That is ridiculous. Yeah, that's stupid. I'm sorry. Do you have to pay anything? You don't have to pay anything for that. Screw it. We're just going to take it. I don't care. Does this perpetually get that, or does it just get -3/-3 right now? Where did it get -3/-3? Got -3/-3. Was there something in the graveyard that gave it -3 perpetually or something? I think it just took 3 damage for the turn. That's why it's saying 3/3. I think that'll go off of it at the end of turn, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's play this. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 mana. And I think I have no way to survive except maybe doing this. So now he's going to have to sack a creature to keep one of these alive, or sack 2 creatures to keep 2 of them alive. All right, yeah, so he's going to do that. Yeah, that resolves. It's fine. So I kill 0 of his creatures. All right. We're going to attack. And we're going to put 2 counters on this for a moral victory to deal 8 damage to him. So I get the moral victory of doing 8 damage. Yay, I did some damage to him. So let's see. He goes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm dead. So even if I had played another creature, I was dead. There wasn't much way out of that one for me. So we got 4 wins, I believe. Went 4 and 3. Didn't quite get to that 5th win. That was pretty big. Him like dropping all those creatures at one time. That hurt. So all right. Well, hey, we got the bonus pack. That occasionally happens. You get a bonus pack. I think it's probably got to do with like how many drafts you do or something, I guess. All right, let's open them and see what we get. All right. Packed weapon and ascend from the Avernus. All right. So currently we are looking at 1 rare wild card and 11 mythic wild cards. I used quite a few rares building some decks here recently. I'm at 15% on the vault. Um, yeah, I'm debating buying one of these packs, one of these things to do with the next set that comes out. And this is gonna try to freeze up on me. Okay, so I'm debating buying one of these two things. I haven't decided. This one right here, you get, let's see, where's that? All right, 50 Dominaria United booster packs. And so if you do 50 booster packs, I'm going to get at least 50 rares or mythics from that set. And then I'm going to get probably 7 or around 7 rare wild cards and probably 2 to 3 mythic wild cards from opening packs because I'll get 55 packs to open up. So I'll get roughly 7 and 3. So I'll get around 10 wild cards. So I would get 7 wild rares more than likely, and probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like 3 to 4 mythics, just kind of depending on the packs. Because sometimes you get them out of the packs too. So I could get a rare or a mythic out of the pack, but I would get at least 5 mythics because I would get 5 of the mythic booster packs. So I'm considering that, but then I'm also considering this one because this one goes on and gives you the mastery pass. So that's 3,400 gems that you would have to spend, which is $20 to buy 3,400 gems. So the mastery pass is $20 by itself, and then I'd get 3 player draft tokens, which the player drafts are 1,500 gems. So 2 of the player drafts is almost $20. It's just short of $20 for 2 player drafts. So I'd be getting like $45 worth of value out of it that way, and then plus you get a sealed token, which I think sealed drafts. I think are 2,000 gems. So I'd be looking at a pretty decent value, and I would get a copy of Jaya, which I do want Jaya. And then I would get the card style and the sleeve for Jaya. Um, let's see. Oh, and I would get the Squee, the immortal pet. That would be kind of cool because I like Squee. That'd be interesting to have Squee as a pet. But like I say, this pack right here, I'm guaranteed to get a Lily, and then I get the Lily card style, and then I get the 55 packs. Um, so I haven't decided if I'm going to buy one, which one I'm going to buy. It's liable to be the booster pack, the booster draft one, but I might wind up buying the booster pack one just to get all the packs and try to get the cards because I am starting to play a little bit more constructed on here, and I am interested to play some standard once with the rotation. It's always interesting when rotation happens because uh, everybody has to sit down and try to figure out new decks with the new cards that have been printed, and I am not a big net decker. I don't like getting deck list from other people and trying to build that exact deck. I like being able to go, how would I do this? And take a deck and build it my own way. Um, so I might do that one just to get all those. But again, like I say, I do like drafting and playing sealed and all that. So this is a potential. So I haven't decided which one I'm going to buy yet. I'll eventually buy one, but I currently have a draft token um, from buying the Mastery Pass.
So I do have a draft token currently. And then, of course, I think if you buy the Mastery Pass, you should get another draft token. So I technically would get 4 draft tokens because there's usually a draft token in the Mastery Pass somewhere. So I would wind up getting a another draft token. So it's basically 4 draft tokens, unless they're including that as part of the draft tokens they're listing on here. I've bought one of these in the past, but it's been quite a while. So I haven't decided which one to buy yet. But so I think we're done for the day. I think that's all I'm going to do is just do that one draft. Hopefully you have a good day. I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. The more likes and subscribes that we get, the more people will be able to see the videos. And I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun. If people see them, that's great. But at the same time, I just figured I'd record the videos while I'm playing them because most of the time I sit and talk to myself about this anyway. So eventually I might start trying to do Twitch, but right now we're just going to do some videos and throw them on YouTube. So hopefully you have a good day. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.